The CPS, the Crown Prosecution Service, is very similar to the IPCC. They are basically put in place in order to hide the corruption from police officers and to prevent any prosecution being brought against those police officers. The CPS has many tricks up its sleeve. Going up against the CPS is like playing a game of poker with a player who is a cheat and a scam artist.
About the police, and we've heard about the IPCC who defend the police systematically, and we've heard about how when the people finally manage to get their case through the barrier of the police, the Crown Prosecution Service often decides not to prosecute, or if they do it so badly that the case is lost. But I want to say something about this judge, because if you finally get through all the barriers and you get to court, they say, now you've got an even chance, or now it's the jury's fault if you don't get a conviction. And in fact, very often the juries don't hear what they need to hear, not only because of the police not gathering the evidence, and not only because the Crown Prosecution Service doesn't do a good job of presenting the evidence, but also because the judge is biased and
The CPS has a gang of solicitors who conspire against you. In fact, you could look at it as the CPS are basically a solicitor firm for the police force. The police tell the CPS they want to prosecute a person. So the CPS has a word with a solicitor firm who arrange and conspire a plan in order to aid the police to arrest you. So there is no independence, and clearly the CPS are very biased.
Yes, the CPS stands for Crown Prosecution Service, and they are solicitors on behalf of the police service, and they give a decision around charging whether to charge a detainee or not.
With the CPS making about £600 to £700 million a year, they can afford to get the best solicitors to go against you. With 3,000 new laptops given to them this year, the CPS are on your case.
The role of the CPS. We now have significant powers. We decide the charges in cases that go to court. We take the decision as to whether cases should go to court. We also advise the police in the early stages of their investigations, particularly in major cases, so that we work together with them and shape the most effective prosecution right from the beginning of the inquiry.
The CPS will allow a police officer to bring against a malicious charge against you, even though there is no evidence to prosecute you, and will take it all the way up onto the wire in the hope that you may incriminate yourself at some point. The CPS has a habit of hiding evidence when you apply for disclosures, if you're lucky enough to find a solicitor who's not corrupt, who will ask for those disclosures. This results in many trials being dropped and many people losing their cases when they should have won the case. And of course, the CPS will not ask the police to provide body cam footage or CCTV footage or anything which would incriminate a police officer involved in your case. With the CPS being the man in the middle between the police and prosecution, with the amount of corruption within the CPS, there is hardly any chance of anyone getting any justice, because the CPS is not on your side. The CPS is always on the side of the police. The police work for them, and the CPS works for the police.